So I saw a video of a lady asking, people on the internet, women, why they've chosen to go child free by choice. And I want us to look at it to hear the reason. I've not actually watched any of them. I saw the video of the lady and I just decided that okay, we'll have to check this out. If they are choosing to go child free because of the economy or because of other reason. Let's go.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe me an explanation, but I'm always intrigued if people are up for the conversation what their number one reason is. For me, my number one reason is I love being alone. And ironically, people use that as a threat. Like, you're going to be so lonely, you're going to be all alone. I really love my time to myself. I'm a pretty independent person. Ever since I was a kid, I have really loved kind of the solitude of being by myself. And I know that if I was to have a kid, at least for the first number of years, that's really going to be impacted. And I just simply don't want that. So that is my number one reason. I love being alone. I'm interested to know what yours would be.
So quite a number of women, stitched her video in response to her question. And we'll be getting to that. But let's check what the people in the comments are saying. And yeah, what she said, she loves to be alone is understandable. I, for one, I would rather, you know yourself that you don't like having children, and because of that reason, you might not really give them your all because you don't want all that baggages that come with having a child. Let's be honest, being a parent is so demanding. Like when once you start being a parent, you practically stop living for yourself. The way I respect parents, especially those that are parenting well, it's not easy. Like you literally stop living for yourself. I've seen scary videos of women, the way their body have been transformed. Like a few days ago, I saw a woman that after she gave birth, her voice started sounding like that of a man, and it has not changed for years. Like she's sounding like a literal man because she gave birth. I saw people that like there's some people I know that went mental for some months, even up to date, like they are still not gotten back to themselves. Others lost their sight for some months, others were dumb for some months. So I let me not lie. As I am like this, I will never blame anybody or start asking why you will change your heart. Like in my country, you'll not be saying, oh, who will take care of you when you are old? A lot of people in my country have given birth because of selfish reasons that their children will take care of them. You see how Americans, people in the Western culture, your parents start saving for retirement. My country, people's children are their retirement plan. Yeah, yes. And when you don't do, they tell you, I took care of you. I did this, I did that because of you. I stopped being myself because of you. I stopped living my life. That's like a norm in my country. So people even tell you, why are you not taking care of your parents? Why are you here for? Do you get, so the children are expected to take care of the parents? So like we are literally our parents' retirement plan. And it's a norm in my culture. Like it's as if we grew up, we've been groomed that way. So that's the way we grow. Even though how bit we're happy to do, like it's a privilege to be able to, be in a position where you're able to take care of your parents. But most of them are entitled to it. Not even more. 100% American African parents are entitled to their children's words. Let's even leave it at that. Somebody said, never seen a parent that wasn't devastatingly shattered by exhaustion. I guess this is her number one reason. My unhinged reason is that kids are so sticky. Everything they touch ends up sticky, and I can't deal. Oh, let me not lie. I see where this person is coming from. My mental health just can't handle it. I'm anxious and easily overstimulated. I don't like messes and things throwing off my routine. I'm just entirely incompatible with kids. Whoa. I love how vocal people of this generation are becoming. Because if you want to be honest, a lot of our parents, if given the opportunity, they would never become parents. I look at people with kids and literally think, I'm so happy. This isn't my life. Hmm. I see where this person is coming from. I see it. I won't lie. I've seen a lot of people with children. I'm like, ah, ah. That's why when people I know don't have money are just giving birth anyhow. What keep coming to my head? How are you doing this without money? And I see that you are struggling. Your life is deteriorating because of your choice. Why don't you give birth to one and nurture that one, pour everything into that one, send that one to the best schools? Because in my country, The private schools are better than government schools. So every parent wants to send their children to private schools. Do you get? So imagine having to, divide the money that would have been that would have managed taking care of one child, divided by five, by six, by four. I don't want to do that to any child, but of course, I'm making money now so that any child I bring into this world, I will give you my all. Yeah.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You don't.
For me, I would say it's the sacrifice. There's so much sacrifice that a mother does for her child that I'm just not willing to do. And let me preface this by saying I'm not a selfish person by any means. I'm a very selfless, loving, giving person. But that type of sacrifice, I'm just not willing to do it. I've already had to fight tooth and nail to get to where I am in my life right now. And I've had to sacrifice enough. I'm not willing to keep on sacrificing, at least not right now, anyways. I don't know if I ever will be ready to have that level of sacrifice.
I have a question. People that are firstborns, maybe Americans might not be able to relate to this, but let me still ask it. When Americans or people in the Western culture, but let me ask a question. These ladies, as she's speaking, that was what just came to my head. Do you think that firstborns are put off with having children because they've had to take care of their younger ones? They've had to become the adults in the home while their parents are out there trying to make ends meet. Do you think that could be a reason for firstborns? Because I think I've seen quite a number of firstborns that are put off with having children, that have done a lot of modeling their younger age. They've had to grow fast. They didn't enjoy that teenage or childhood so much, so they just want to be by themselves. So I need you guys, can you, as Americans or people in UK, first world country, can you relate to that as a firstborn child? Let me know in the comment section. I really do not know what's wrong with my network, guys. Like, this can be so frustrating. So my mobile network is working. Glory to God. It's me. It's the sacrifice and responsibility. I don't want to be responsible for anyone but myself, and I'm not great at myself either. Anyway, I love how validated I feel when I hear women like you saying the exact same thing I always felt. I'm not alone. Absolutely. Thank you for speaking on this. I'm a mom to a non-verbal child on the spectrum, and every day is different. She has good days and bad days. I don't even want to think or imagine how parents with, physically challenged children are faring. I don't even want to think about it. No.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You
I actually have a entire list, starting with like I've actually never ever cared for or wanted children. You know how when people are growing up or like women are growing up, they're like, oh, I want to have children. Like I've never had the inclination to have kids. Like I've never been like, oh, I want to have a child, ever. So there's that. Number two is that I just don't want to bring a child into this world. Like I don't want to bring a child into this world. I don't want to have the responsibility. Like I don't want to have to take care of a child. The world is not a great place, and I don't want to bring them into the world. Another thing.
The thing is, people have been saying the world is not a great place from time immemorial. I think we need to, start focusing on things we can control rather than on things we can't control. So you can do the very best you can and trust your instinct. That, like, I'm just speaking to people that have been parents now, not she. I understand that reason. I would rather you don't, yourself, you don't want to be a parent. I stay away from that. Than rather than trying to fit into what society expects of you. There's nothing that disgusts me than that, because most of people like that, they end up being horrible, horrible parents. So those people like that, they don't have any business being a parent. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So just focus on what you can control. Do the best you can, and trust your parent, your parenting style, that what you've poured in your child will be able to protect your child when your child goes into the world. That's what our parents did for us, even those ones that didn't even know what they were doing. Most of us still turned out well, and here we are today. Do you get? Because of the way my mom brought us up. My mom was majorly the one that brought us up, because even though my dad is still there, because of the way my mom brought us up, she brought us up in the way of the Lord. She poured what she had learned in the Bible into us. So even when we went away for school, like we left home, that thing was ingrained in me. I already knew the vices to stay away from. I knew that I don't want to be associated with vices. Do you get? And the thing is, there was never a point in time that my mom sat me down to tell me, "Oh, don't do this, don't do this. It's bad for your health, or it's bad for you as a human." It's just that based on what her general upbringing that she did, and it held me. It's guided me. It was as if every day I was hearing her voice in my ear. And the fact that because of how I saw my mom point to us, how she gave her all to make sure that we are who we are, because I'm from a polygamous home. So you get, so my mom made sure that we stood out, that we will not be a disappointment to the society. You get, you understand. So when I went on to invest, and the funny thing that after uni, after we went on and came back, and my siblings were talking, all of us had the same mindset. I won't even lie. Like all of us, like no, as we're talking, we're sounding like we had the same mindset, and it just I would just got to understand it, just the upbringing, because I kept telling myself while I was in school, in as much as I see what my mates are doing in school, I'll tell myself that I don't want to ever do something that will bring shame, that will make my mom cower away in shame because of how much she has sacrificed. And to me, I see it as a positive because it helped me. Now I love the kind of, to a very large extent, I love how I've lived my life. Do you get? There is no way anybody from anywhere you come and introduce me to any vices that I will not follow you. I'm even too old for it already. I didn't even do it in my teenagers, so now it's too late already. I don't know, I'm talking too much, but you guys get the point here. It's even too late for anybody to come and drag me into any vices that will make my life deteriorate. Nah. I never wanted kids, so now I'm married, 11 years with kids. I still don't want them. You see, this is what I'm saying. There are people that genuinely know that they don't want kids, but because they want to fit into what society expects, they are doing it. So you see, even after 11 years of doing it, she still does not want children. And mind you, the children are all, of course, by now they're no longer toddlers. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't.
My number one reason for not having or wanting kids is based solely off of I'm not a selfish person, but to be a parent, you have to be selfless.
Yeah.
And that ain't me. I want to spend my money on what I want to spend my money on. I don't want another human life dictating what I'm going to do. I don't want to be responsible for another human life. I don't want to have to deal with my heart living outside of my body. Like I already have control issues and anxiety issues and things like that. I don't need to put that on an innocent child.
She's very new ring, so that means she's even married. I love it when people like this find their kind. But what I don't like is after a few years of marriage, one part will not come. You know that thing we discussed that time that I told you about? I've changed my mind now. You will not change that mind back to how it was before. Do you get? So, like I will keep saying it. It's okay, like you don't have it in you to be a parent and stay away. But where I have issues, you cannot do it, and you now went ahead to do it, and you're not doing it with frustration. When you see some parents, the way they are maltreating their children with anger, the way they vent, you know that this person never wanted to be a parent, so they're taking it out on the children. I just really like to lay down whenever I want to. I would always think, imagine doing this thing and also having a kid. Nope. Hey, oh, my gender. So, is it safe to say that the world at large is still impacting the choice of women? Of course, I think by and large, everything we do in life is impacted by the reality that we are living in. So, it's safe to say that it's still due to the world.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You don't owe anybody an explanation.
It's illogical. When I break it down, with all of the invisible labor, the cost, the risk that every pregnancy is life threatening, that child rearing, the day to day, is not something that I want to do and is not something that's valued by society. It is illogical, combined with all the studies.
I don't know if the world does not appreciate it now. I think people do. Going by the number of Mother's Day we have, I think Father's Day is just once a year, but Mother's Day, do you know how many Mother's Day we have celebrating March alone? We have Women's Day. Like, no, the world appreciates. Forget. I've seen a lot of men, way more than I've not seen, appreciate their mother. In fact, let me tell you, in my country, mothers are held high in high esteem than the fathers. And I'm not even kidding. And mind you, the fathers are the ones providing when it comes to finance. But you see, people love their mom. Oh, in my country, I see it. There's nobody in my country that will deny this. The way people love upon their mothers. Ah, we have several songs that written for mothers. I can't even remember anyone for fathers. I don't even know if there's anyone for fathers. I was even asking my friend that why is it that there are different like diverse songs for mothers, but there's none for fathers. She said, I let them sing it now. That nobody's holding them. But the thing is that the men are even the ones singing some of the songs. And they sing with so much passion, with so much love. They will not be explaining to you why they love their mother, that they can go to any length for their mother. Even I like me like this, as I am like this. I will go to any length for my mother. So long as that thing is what I know my mom will support, and my mom does not support anything bad. Do you get? I will that woman. My mom is my number one reason why I want to make money, even though I know that the money will help me. But I want to make money so that my mom will enjoy it before she gets old and weakly. Ah, that woman. The love I have for my mom, even as I'm talking like this, I'm beginning to get emotional. The way I love my mom. Guys, this video is not about me, but yeah, that's by the way. No, the world appreciate mothers. Now, see, this is the hill I will die on. The world appreciates mothers. Hmm. Nah, I don't want to talk too much on this.
That have been done showing that child-free women and child-free couples are happier, especially in the US where I live. It is just illogical. And whenever I talk to someone about this, they do make a lot of emotional arguments. But what I see,
I won't lie. When it comes to this topic, people make more emotional argument than logical. On both sides, even less. But I'm beginning to see that maybe the ones that don't want the kids are even more logical. Do you get? Because they're not driven mostly by emotions. I just hope that amidst all this, women are not just adapting to it because it's what is trending. Let's be mindful before we now start regretting. Why did I follow this, so and so?
see more often than not is people just kind of doing this on autopilot because it's what they're supposed to do and
True,
it's what
true,
everyone around them is doing.
true,
And I
true.
think I honestly think I've given more thought to this than most people. And I think that's why I've come to the conclusion that I'm definitely not having kids and I'm going to be child free. And I went so far as to like get sterilized and get my tubes removed.
The autopilot thing, I think it's more prevalent than not. A lot of women have been groomed. A lot of women have been groomed that once you let me just say, using my country as as an example. In my country, this is the way the society in my country is structured. As a girl child from infant, they'll start grooming you for marriage. You will hear it left, right, center. Is this what you're going to be doing in your husband's house? Is this how you're going to be serving your husband's food? Is this how you're going to be keeping your home? Is this how you're going to be training your child? Any corner you go as a girl child, even the small boy that you're older than will tell you the same thing because they've heard it everywhere. Okay, so it has been ingrained in us as a girl growing up that even though we are going to school, after school, once we go to the highest level of, okay, let me not the highest, but like once we are done with degree, once you are done with your university study, what is expected of you is the next thing after that, once you are done with your youth service, is to go, is to get married. Anybody coming for your hand in marriage, marry. Some, in fact, some people even go as far as getting married while in the university. We have it happen very, very well. It's a norm because why? You're already in your last leg of the school. So what is next for you is to get married, isn't it? And once you get married, what is next? You get children. It's so bad. It's so bad that as a girl child, once you've gotten married, from that day you said I do, people are already watching you. We'll call it womb watchers. People are already watching to see when you get pregnant. And these people watching you are women, not even the men. I won't even believe, I want to go as far as saying that the women in my society put women under more pressure than the men. Yes. The women are the ones that will be watching your womb. They're not like, you've not gotten in. Iyawo, that's wifey. When now? When should we expect your tummy to, to protrude? Why haven't you? Why haven't you? What is you and your husband? What are you guys doing? Your fellow women, no. You'll not be hearing talks like that. You'll not be telling, you are taking too long. Don't allow your husband to go outside. If you take too long now, your husband will go outside though. Don't allow your husband to go outside. That means that go outside. Don't allow your husband to go outside and cheat and start meeting other woman or go and impregnate a woman outside and bring the child home for you to take care of. That's what that line is telling you. Don't allow your husband to go outside. Do everything you can to make sure you keep your husband. Because in my society, we are our society expects that it is the woman that keep the home. And they'll tell you, it's people giving advice, as a woman, you're the one that will keep your home, you're the one that will keep your husband, you're the one that make keep your husband so you will not go outside. There's nothing we've not heard in this country. There is nothing we've not heard. You give birth. When you now eventually give birth, they'll now start telling you, you are taking too long. Give this boy or give this girl a sister. They need somebody to play with. Eh? Give birth. And your village will now be after you. You now give birth to a girl child first. Hey, guys, this video is getting too long. I don't want to talk too much. You now give birth to a girl child, especially when if in the culture where you know being the first time boy mom is like something that is hugely celebrated. I've seen it growing up. Like this one is not hearsay. It happens. Anybody in my Nigeria will give you the same story. I'm telling you, people that are truthful. That is what is obtainable around me in my society. So America, you guys are even you guys don't know what God has done for you. But of course, I love it the fact that women in my generation in this same country are coming out to say they don't want to be mothers. Even though how big they're still very small. And those that are coming out, they're still being attacked. Why won't you want to have a child? Did your mother give birth to you? Who will take care of you when you grow old? Do you want to be, forgotten? Your name will die with you. Ah. This talk is endless. I don't want to talk because the more I'm talking, the more I'm remembering. Let's just go on to the next video. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.